sounds so good too. Dang, 707 horsepower monster. Let's get up in. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy comedian Terry Dorsey at Terry Dorsey 79 at Heavyweight Exotics. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Today is a very exciting day because I have a comedian friend of mine coming to meet me here at the house to bring me something very, very special to review today. Now, as you can see, it's a beautiful day in California. The weather's perfect. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. And the car that we'll be reviewing is a very popular car here in the YouTube space, especially in the automotive space. This car has launched careers for multiple YouTubers. And I wanted to see for myself, why is this car so popular? The numbers make sense. Over 700 horsepower, manual gearbox, back seat, and a trunk. That means you have more power than a Lamborghini, not the Aventador, but the Hellcat. You have more power than every Ferrari next to the LaFerrari. You can live your regular life in this car. If you don't already know what car I'm talking about that's hiding behind that gate right there, I'd be really surprised. But for all of you who don't know, today we got something special, y'all. Check this out. Pretty fun. Let's get in there. That's right, the car we're going to be reviewing today is a manual Dodge Hellcat, and as you can see, this is a pretty nice spec, man. Completely murdered out, black, interior, wheels, everything, man. But let's take a quick look at what makes this car that special, right? Remember, this is one of the few cars on the entire planet that come with a manual transmission and a 707 horsepower monster. Let's get up in there and take a quick look at that thing. This supercharger is bigger than the entire motor that's inside of my Prius, which is the daily driver, man. One other thing I like about underneath the hood of these cars, man, you got the orange cylinder heads that also just kind of give you a throwback to that old school Dodge feel, man. But this thing right here, this right here is one of the reasons America is still in the race to being one of the baddest auto manufacturers on the planet. Man, so look, I've never driven a Hellcat before, so I just wanted to get a good feel of what it's like before I even get behind the stick, man. This is my first time actually getting seat time in the Hellcats. We're gonna let him go ahead and do a quick pull with us, and then we'll see what happened after that, man. So let's go. Sounds so good too. I wish, not like, if you hear it on the internet is one thing, man, but when you like sit in the seat, the sound of that dual exhaust, man, with all that horsepower just leaking out the back is crazy, man. That little seat doesn't need to be adjusted because they're about the same height. Seatbelt on. All right, man. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Alright. But you know what's interesting though? I thought it would be a little scary. That first pull, I really did think it'd be a little scary. Mind you, I'm totally pussyfooting this car. Very tight gearbox too. Very tight gearbox. Very tight gearbox. Really smaller than I thought it would be. A lot of American cars, much bigger gearboxes. Ford Mustang, bigger gearbox. Of course, I'm stuck behind a Prius. I wish I could show y'all this. I found enough out about Dodge in the first 2 pulls, and I can see exactly why this is one of the most popular cars pretty much available, man. There's no other car I know that's going to give you that type of torque, that type of pull for under $100,000, man. I've been in a lot of fun cars, man. And this is my first time driving a manual car with 700 horsepower. Craziest part to me, in all honesty, man, is that the gearbox is as easy as it is to control. And that it seems like you have so much power that you can just auto-correct with power. You know what I mean? Ah, he wouldn't do me. I almost got a chance. I was so close. It's like he knew it. It's like this dude, he saw it. I was like, I gotta get one down there. But either way, one thing I gotta say, man, this car definitely gonna put a smile on your face, man. It's a very comfortable car. I'm 6'2", man. The driver, the owner of this car, is actually taller than me. And at the end of the day, it still feels very comfortable in here, man. You can't really complain too much about like anything. Like, I mean, honestly, the steering wheel feels great in my hand. The pedals are actually right where they need to be. My legs feel very comfortable. It is a Challenger at the end of the day. So considering it's a Challenger, it feels like a Challenger. The difference is you got a hammer that you can't believe underneath the hood of this thing, and it still does feel like I can understand why you can drive this on a daily basis, to be honest with you. I was like, I can't believe that you are actually daily driving this, you know? But, you know, as every blog, the traffic takes away a lot of the fun. Now, I do want to point out that this is a comedy brother of mine who actually allowed me to put this car in this review for this vlog. And it's something about comedians and cars, man. It's like, it's always been a thing that most comedians, if you look at it, like you got Tim Allen, huge gearhead. Of course, everybody knows Jay Leno, big gearhead. And I think it's because we're loud, we're crazy, we're ostentatious, and we have to have something that kind of fits our lifestyle, man. That kind of also is boisterous and loud, but at the same time, something cool. Yeah. Good job, Dodge. I could totally understand why this is becoming one of the most popular cars, not just in America, in the world, because it is. It feels very, they say it doesn't have usable power. Now, mind you, yeah, we were doing some pulls and some very straight runs, but, you know, yeah, I'm sure the back end gets a little bit more loose. These are 30-mile-an-hour speed bumps, by the way. We hitting speed bumps, and I mean, my man's very precious car. Just got to let him know I'm trying to make sure we baby it all the way back. But yeah, I do understand that, you know, it is a very usable daily car that when you want to go ahead and have a little bit of fun with it, you can really have some fun. I mean, you can drive this thing to the racetrack, probably run 11s, if not 12s, 11, 12s at the racetrack, and really have some fun. You know, and drive it all the way back home on pump gas. So this is one of those rare cars that we get every once in a while, man. The automotive industry gives us these jewels, man, these unicorns. And this has been a really, really fun one, man. I was just for the neighbors. Hey, man, hey, thank you so much, man. I hope y'all understand, man. Look, this smile on my face right now, it's about as genuine as it gets. Hey, listen, I just got off the driver's seat, man, and I gotta admit, I'm shaking a little bit, man. I've driven some fun cars, man, some fast Mustangs, fast Camaros. That is nothing. Listen, this thing looks like a Challenger, and a lot of people are like, it's just a Challenger with a big motor, man. Listen, I've been in a fast Challenger. This is not a Challenger. This is a Hellcat. Now, I can only imagine what the red eye is like. I can only imagine what the Demon is like, because at the end of the day, it's just more and more insanity. The same way the Dodge brothers decided to do when they built Dodge in the first place. So this is one of those cars that I feel is a real hero car for a brand, but it's an affordable, kind of affordable hero car from Dodge. This is, to me, just as crazy as the Viper was when it came out in the early 90s, and it's got a back seat. Yeah, Dodge Hellcat, one hell of a motherfucking car, man.